first.
We're going to
then we're back and forth.
Back and forth. So Zach Haxton of Argonia, Matthew Miller of Lebo. That is Brandon Bates of Beloit St. John's, Jonathan Huell of Sylvan Lucas, Caleb Eller of Beloit St. John's, Caden Brozek of Stafford, Central Christian's Colin Oswald, who has gone 10-11 this year
Looks
from
like
Central
he's got
Christian.
the time to beat here.
Fable Yanez from Greeley County, Beloit St. John's, David Lucan, Cameron Delaney from Osborne, Trevor Fisher from Wallace County, Victoria's Joshua Schulte, Scandia Pike Valley's Anton Reeves, Brett Kane from South Gray, Brock Lauer from Chase County, and Cody Thomas from Hertford. Boys 1A action. We are off and running, and the favorite, that is Colin Oswald, sitting back in about 4th place right now. That's him in the green, running in lane 2.
Again, he's from Central Christian and Hutchinson.
Very solid runner for that school, well known for its 8-man football. Pretty good basketball at times as well. They've had some good kids in the past. They had some great girls sprinters. The Ybarra girl comes to mind last year for Central Christian.
1 lap down is, again, it's 8 trips around the track. It is 3,200.
Nothing fast. They're going to hit the 600 mark in about 99 seconds, 100 seconds, 140, 141, 142. A little slower than that even. There they go. Now they hit the mark. About 145 at 600 meters. Very relaxed. Nobody's really pushing this pace a lot right now. Leon, you got to think that's going to change here in a little bit. They're going to start deciding that they want to make this a 1, 2, or 3-person fight and take the rest of the field kind of out of the equation, so to speak.
So we got St. John and Sharon Springs. Let's see, it's Beloit St. John's. Is that David Lutkin?
35.97.
Or it could be Cable Iowa, right? I'm sorry. And then Wallace County runner in there as well.
Try. Oh, 1973.
And that is David Lutkin.
Yep, Lutkin.
From Beloit St. John's. So we did have that right. Oswald behind him again. Oswald the best time coming into this race.
But they're certainly not running anything that's going to get him as fast. And we're talking, if you're running 10:11, do you have a chance to maybe get yourself down to 10:05? Maybe get yourself a chance to even get lower and maybe even eclipse that 10-minute mark. You can.
You think about times of the situation, or you got to think about winning.
Well, you got to think about winning. And, of course, this situation right now where he's going to have to just stay in this fight. These guys have seen each other a couple of times already. They know each other from cross country. They know each other from other track meets. So we'll see how this plays out. 5 laps to go.
By the way, if you're wondering, the all-time 1A record in the state track and field meet set a year ago by Kyler True, we talked about earlier today, from Opie last year, running a time of 9:12.51. He was just dominating a year ago. His times were good for any class too. He was
yeah,
the star.
Absolutely. It's one of the fastest all times in Kansas.
That pole vault kind of bouncing, that pole bouncing close to the track there.
There's always something here with the pole vault as close as it is. You have to kind of watch things a little bit if you're doing the spotting. But this is quickly becoming a 2-person race.
And that is David Lutkin out front from Beloit St. John's, and Colin Oswald behind him.
They're going to pretty much pull away here as we have, again, it's nothing spectacular, not bad really. I mean, I'm being a little bit critical, I think. We're talking 439, 440, 441. So the pace is pretty quick. That's a mile in 445. So you're looking at, you know, you're certainly looking at a sub 10. You're looking at about a 9:50 pace, probably even a little better than that. So that's pretty quick considering what we have seen in seed times. But we do know these kids are capable of running a little bit quicker than that too. So
Lutkin
we'll see.
extending that lead a little bit.
We'll see what happens here in the next couple of laps if he can hang on to that. That is a little bit of a surprise. And of course, if you're the runner from Central Christian, you got to think about, okay, do I need to try to chase him down, or is he going to come back to me, or how is this going to pan out? But right now, you got to think that he's going to have to start making some considerations about trying to step on the accelerator maybe just a little bit harder and see if he can get himself back in this, because Oswald is starting to lose contact a little bit.
Oswald grimacing a little bit, not as comfortable as he looked on that last lap. Maybe he is trying to kick it in a little harder.
5:55 at 5 laps, 3 to go. Still on pace for a pretty good time. David Luchen from Beloit St. John's, whose seed time was just 10:28. But again, that is a seed time. That is not a time that certainly is obviously capable of going faster.
Looking pretty solid, though. Sometimes you can kind of tell by the expression on a runner's face how they're feeling.
Absolutely. It's very calm, very smooth. You have to think that got to wonder if Oswald isn't hurting a little bit. Oswald certainly not. In fact, he's starting to fall way, way back. And Luchen,
yeah, he's starting to stretch this advantage.
2 to go, half a mile to go, and he hits the tape. Check that. Is it 2? It is. It's 7:09, 7:10. That's not bad. Couple of 70s right there, and you're still running in pretty good shape. Still running just under 10 minutes. So David Luchen, well out in front now.
Again, his seed time was about 17 seconds slower than Oswald, but again,
that is a seed.
That
yep,
doesn't
absolutely.
mean everything, and he has really been terrific in this
he
race.
Is just looking so solid right here. What can you say? It's just still very, very smooth. Not laboring at all in this race. See the rest of the field actually lapping runners.
And he does it. It looks like he's really moving fast.
Sorry to leader with 1 lap to go.
1 lap to go after this.
Well, he is going to run well under 10.
There's the bell.
Unless he stops for a cup of coffee somewhere along the way, he is going to put up a monster number here today. He really needs to. See, he's starting to pick it up. Still looking very, very strong.
There's a little adrenaline now, too, knowing, man, I'm gonna win this. I'm feeling good.
Well, you know, there's no scoreboard at the end of the track like there can be at some meets here where the clock is running. And if you look up and you see that clock, it can inspire you. But I'm sure he saw the clock when he hit the start-finish line, and he knows that, hey, I've got a chance to put up a pretty big number. We're looking at running probably 9:39, 9:45, somewhere in between that. I'm leaving myself some cushion here, but he has just 120 meters to go. He is looking really good. You're looking at better than a 9:30.
He's going to kick it in. He's going to down the stretch, baby.
Looks like about a 9:28, something like that.
A little smile on his face, I think.
And it is a 9:29, a full 59 seconds faster than his seed time. So
he is your champion as he wins the 3200 in Class 1A. And Ted Copeland down there to greet him.
And a two-way
Catches
tie
his
for
breath.
seven.
We'll try to go down there and hear from him.
I have to see where the rest of the finish
And from Logan, Ryan
is here,
Katz.
because that
And
was
a three-way tie for
a
fourth.
solid effort.
Alana McGuire.